Crime Detective.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Crime Detective. Hezbollah's leader Hassan Nasrallah was killed in an Israeli airstrike at the terror group's headquarters, Beirut, on Friday. How Israel killed Hezbollah chief Hassan Nasrallah in Beirut. Bunker. Iran spies tip-off helped Israel kill Hezbollah chief Nasrallah. The Israeli strike in southern Beirut killed Hezbollah leader Syed Hassan Nasrallah. Hezbollah's leader Hassan Nasrallah was killed on Friday in an Israeli airstrike targeting a six-building complex and underground bunker in Beirut. Israeli forces got details of high-end Hezbollah meeting. Imminent arrival of a prominent Shiite leader at the Hezbollah headquarters, a six-building complex located in the heart of Dahi, the southern suburbs of Beirut. The meticulously planned attack, carried out by the Israeli Air Force, involved the collaboration of multiple intelligence agencies. Resulted in the death of several senior Hezbollah officials alongside Nasrallah. Another prominent Hezbollah leader, Nabil Kak, was also killed in the latest string of Israeli strikes in Lebanon that targeted many of the terror group's senior figures. Targeted a heavily fortified bunker located over 60 feet underground. Nasrallah and other high-ranking members of the Iran-backed group had gathered to discuss strategies against Israel, amidst mounting pressure from Tehran to avoid immediate retaliatory actions. The Israeli military used nearly 80 tons of explosives, including approximately 85 specialized bunker-buster bombs designed to penetrate deep into fortified structures. These munitions, capable of piercing through up to 30 meters of earth or 6 meters of reinforced concrete, were used to breach the bunker's defenses and ensure the precision of the strike. Everything we planned was executed precisely, with no errors, both in intelligence, the planning, with the planes and the operation itself. Everything went smooth, the commander of the IAF's 69th Squadron told. The bunker-buster bombs weigh between 907 kilograms and 1,814 kilograms. The design of bombs traces back to advanced artillery developed during World War II, specifically the Rockling shells. Israel's military campaign had intensified, with over 2,000 airstrikes in Lebanon leading up to the attack. The attack also targeted Hezbollah's military assets, destroying crucial electronic equipment and a cache of missiles. Israeli military officials indicated that months of planning had gone into the operation, with real-time intelligence confirming Nasrallah's presence in the bunker at the time of the strike. Israeli spokesperson Nadav Shoshani told the Wall Street Journal, "We had intelligence that Nasrallah was meeting with senior terrorists, and we acted accordingly." Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu authorized the strike while addressing the United Nations General Assembly in New York. During his speech, Netanyahu condemned terrorism and stressed Israel's commitment to securing its borders. Netanyahu referred to Nasrallah as the terrorist, saying, "His removal is essential to achieving our goals." The conflict has already displaced tens of thousands of people on both sides of the Israel-Lebanon border. The United Nations reported that over 2,000 Lebanese civilians have been displaced in the last week alone, with many more expected to flee as the fighting intensifies. Israel has vowed to continue its military operations against Hezbollah until the group ceases its attacks. At around 1:30 p.m. IST, 11 a.m. in Lebanon, on Saturday, the Israel Defense Forces (IDF) in a post on X, informed that Nasrallah was killed in an airstrike and will no longer be able to terrorize the world. Hassan Nasrallah will no longer be able to terrorize the world, the IDF said in the post.
The leader of the terrorist army Hezbollah was killed by Israel Defense Forces in a precise strike in Beirut last night while he was in Hezbollah's central headquarters commanding more imminent attacks against the people of Israel. For decades, Hezbollah, under the command of Hassan Nasrallah, orchestrated countless attacks against innocent people. Hassan Nasrallah had the blood of thousands of men, women, children on his hands. Israeli, Jews across the world, Lebanese, Americans, British, French, Syrians, and other countless victims across the Middle East and beyond. Hezbollah, under the command of Hassan Nasrallah, joined Hamas in attacking Israel on October 8th. Just one day after Hamas's massacre on October 7th, for almost a year, Hezbollah, under the command of Hassan Nasrallah, has been firing thousands of rockets, suicide drones, anti-tank missiles, and ballistic missiles at Israeli towns and cities. 60,000 Israelis fled their homes in northern Israel. Hezbollah has openly declared that it has a plan to carry out its own October 7th massacre, on Israel's northern border, but even in a larger scale. They call this plan Conquer the Galilee. Hezbollah has been planning to do this in northern Israel. What Hamas did in southern Israel on October 7th, invade Israel, infiltrate civilian communities, and massacre innocent civilians. The Israel Defense Forces will not let it happen. Hassan Nasrallah, the leader of an evil terrorist organization, the senior terrorists eliminated with him, and the central headquarters were a legitimate military target under international law. Nasrallah intentionally built Hezbollah's central headquarters under residential buildings in Dahia, Beirut, because Hezbollah intentionally uses Lebanese civilians as human shields.
Later in the day, Hezbollah confirmed the news and issued a statement which read, Sayed Hassan Nasrallah has joined his great, immortal martyr comrades whom he led for about 30 years. Hezbollah, however, has not yet commented on Kag's death, but its supporters have been posting mourning messages for him since Saturday. Lebanon's health ministry has reported that 33 people were killed during Israeli airstrikes on Saturday. Over the past 2 weeks, more than 1,000 people have lost their lives, and at least 6,000 others have been wounded in Lebanon due to ongoing Israeli attacks. The ministry did not clarify the breakdown between civilian and combatant casualties. In a recent televised address, Nasrallah acknowledged that Hezbollah had suffered an unprecedented blow following Israel's detonation of explosive-rigged pagers and walkie-talkies. The attacks resulted in the deaths of 37 people in 2 days and left nearly 3,000 wounded. In response, Hezbollah issued a stark warning to Israel, vowing tough retribution and just punishment, both in expected and unexpected ways. An investigation by Lebanese authorities revealed that the pagers had been booby-trapped. Hezbollah had reportedly switched to using pagers and walkie-talkies after Israeli forces intercepted their cell phone communications.
ما مبين شيء هون. ما مبين شيء هون.
الله يا شباب. هاي في علي الموسى.
הבאתם פה הצגת ניצחון, אני מקווה, יישר כוח. אנחנו מאוד מקווים שפתרנו פה את ארגון הטרור הזה. יישר כוח, גאווה גדולה.
תודה רבה מחר. אנחנו נגיע לכל אחד, לכל מקום, ונעשה כל מה שנדרש כדי להחזיר את החטופים ותושבי הצפון הביתה.
עד הניצחון, יישר כוח.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, share and click bell icon for latest updates around the world and give a thumbs up. Bye.